What's going on, everyone? It's Kai. Why is it so hard to have boundaries as an empath? And why is it so hard to prioritize your own needs, to put your needs first, and make yourself a priority and stand up for yourself and, you know, confront other people when something's happening that you don't like? Empaths have one of the greatest things about being an empath is your ability to deeply connect with human beings. It's what makes you unique. It's what makes you you. It's an amazing thing to be able to connect with a human being. There's no greater feeling than sitting there with another human being and authentically connecting with them and getting to a very deep level of relation with them emotionally, mentally, physically, all of it. It's like it's what drives you, it's, you know, when people ask, like, well, what are you looking for in a partner? What are you looking for with people? And, a lot of the same answer, everyone gives the same answers. I want someone that takes care of themselves. I want someone that has a good job and is nice and in shape and, all that stuff, right? Giver. But one of the main underlying reasons and things that you look for in a person is to have that deep, deep emotional connection. You're willing to go to great lengths to get it. It's almost like you'll self-sabotage yourself trying to get it. There's this fear that if you put up a boundary and if you stand up for yourself, assert yourself, or make any sort of waves whatsoever, even if they're healthy and justified, that connection's going to go away. That person's not going to feel the same way about you anymore. They're not going to, want to connect with you anymore. And you're not going to have that, and, you're not going to get what you crave, which is deep emotional connection. Cheat code. Learn to have that relationship with yourself. Watch how things change. But the ironic part is that the people that would leave and would fulfill your fears of, not wanting a relationship with you or not being in your life, whatever, if you do stand up for yourself, put yourself first, make your needs a priority, like all of it, then those people are only taking advantage of you anyways. Somebody like honestly loves you and wants you in their life, they're going to respect those boundaries. And it's hard. But that's where the anxiety and the fear comes from, is just like, man, this relationship could end. With friends, romantic partners, family, all of it. And the problem is there's toxic people that can sniff that out, that depend on that. And they feed that in you, and they do all of those things like gaslighting, manipulation, and everything to make it seem like you're the problem and it's your fault, so you don't say anything or you don't do anything. And it's, unfortunately, like, that's just the world we live in. I wish everybody could just, imagine where the world would be if everybody was just focused on giving to each other and having that deep emotional connection. It'd be amazing, That's where that fear comes from. People take advantage of what we crave, and what makes us so unique and special is, being able to connect, but like wanting that connection. So usually your boundaries are really weak, but it's a beautiful thing, and there is a balance with deep, healthy boundaries, but also still be able to connect and crave that connection with the human being. There's, a lot of Buddhists and a lot of spiritual folk would say, like, Yoda from Star Wars, teach yourself, train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose. And, I think that's definitely a goal, right? But in time, and always a reminder, go easy on yourself through this process of when you're starting to assert yourself and have boundaries. You're gonna have anxiety. It's irrational. Lean into it. Do it anyways. Mess up. Don't take it too seriously. At the end of the day, it's just another human being, and you'll always have yourself. The right people are going to respond. The right people are going to stay. Yeah. Yeah, just a nice little quick video. I'm going to go now because I got to make my way back out of the woods before it gets too dark. Pretty good land navigation at night, but you know, I don't want to I don't want to run into it, you know, don't want to run into a branch, poke my eye out. All right. You guys have a good night.